Welcome back to the S&T podcast. This is your man Say. I'm here with my boy Tom, and we're back talking about week 5. Can you believe it? Week 5 already of the college football season. This weekend we have some great prime matchups coming up, coming towards you. We're going to start off with number 6 Oregon going to Happy Valley to take on the number 3 Penn State Nittany Lions. Uh, Top 10 Big Ten matchup. Love to see it. This is a showdown that we have been waiting for these two teams, both Oregon and Penn State coming in 3-0. But both of them have not really had too much of a challenge yet. Penn State had a couple little scares, and then they figured it out. Oregon had a little hiccup against Northwestern at first, but then they figured it out. So neither one of these teams have really been challenged yet. This is going to be the first real test for both of them. I think this is the first time that the nation has really seen these two teams play in a big primetime game for each of them. So really the first time we're going to see both of these teams on the national stage. Um, High hopes for both. Oregon is coming into this game. They have a new quarterback, Dante Moore. He is performing very well so far. He has he's like top 10 in the country right now in yards and touchdowns and all that good stuff. He's showing out. Obviously, at Oregon, they score a lot of points. They put up 69 against Oklahoma State. They put up like 40 or 50 against whoever they played last week. They're just a really good team. They're going to come in strong. They got a lot of five-star recruits all throughout that roster. Their coach, Dan Lanning, he's one of the best coaches in college football. He's had Oregon in the championship driver's seat for the past few years now. Resurrected that program after they were down and out for a couple years, and he brought them right back to national contention. So, doing a great job over there in Eugene, Oregon. The Oregon Ducks coming in against Penn State. Penn State has one of the best quarterbacks in college football, Drew Aller. He's one of the top prospects for the NFL draft this next year. Penn State has a great duo at running back. They always have great running backs. Of course, Saquon Barkley went to Penn State and all that good stuff. Um, Penn State, they're looking a little iffy on offense so far this year. I don't know if they, maybe it's just, sleepwalking through the easy games or whatnot, but the offense doesn't seem to be clicking as good as Oregon's is right now. So that'll remain to be seen. Maybe they'll figure it out against a better competition. But that Penn State defense is always going to be there. They're always going to be a problem. Penn State, that's their culture is to have a good defense. They stand on that, and each and every year you're going to have to deal with that defense if you want to beat Penn State. So Oregon's coming in. They're a flashy, hot offense, but they're going to go against probably the best defense they played all year, and it probably won't be as easy sledding as it has been for them. So I just think this is going to be a great matchup between two very good teams. Both of these teams are looking to get back to the playoffs. Of course, they met in the Big Ten championship last season. Oregon ended up winning that game after Penn State made it to the championship game with Ohio State losing in the last week. And then Oregon, of course, went on to lose in the first round of the playoff. But great season for them last year. Oregon 13-0, Big Ten champions, and they're looking to get back and do that again. Penn State looking to get back to the Big Ten championship. I think we could definitely see it again. Ohio State's there, of course, and now we got Indiana just coming out of nowhere again to be at the top. But these two teams will definitely be there at the end, and I can't wait to see this early season matchup just to see really how good these teams are and to feel each other out. And then later on in the season, of course, this will be a huge factor for who makes the championship game at the end of the season. So, without further ado, I'm gonna swing it over to Tom. Tom, what you think about this matchup, man?
I agree with most of what you said, but for starters, I think for Penn State, I mean, this game is huge for Penn State because this game is going to be a good one. Penn State needs to win this more than Oregon needs to win this because Penn State, looking down the road, looking down the barrel, they're still going to have to play teams like Ohio State. Then a week after that, they're going to have to play Indiana. And then, again, it's the Big Ten. You can't sleepwalk into any game. You play Iowa. Iowa's going to be a tough game. And then even between that, Michigan State, Nebraska, and then Rutgers. you can't just sleepwalk into any of those games.